So when I saw this story come across my Twitter feed, I knew it was something I wanted to talk about because I feel like AI is getting really crazy anymore, to the point where it's actually scary. And for anyone that follows me on the music reaction side of things, we've even done reactions to AI music because I wanted to see what it sounded like. And for the most part, because anybody can do it, a lot of it sounds fake, but some of it does sound legit. And as much as I think it's going to be a problem for the music industry in the future, right now it's more so just annoying that you don't know if it's the artist or not. This situation, this is where it gets creepy. So apparently a high school athletic director decided to use AI to try to make his boss sound racist.
I seriously don't understand why I have to constantly put up with these dumbasses here every day. Between these ungrateful black kids who can't test their way out of a paper bag, or these teachers who don't get it, how hard is it to get these students to meet their grade level expectations? Lawrence and Ravenel should have never been hired. And don't let me get started on DJ. I'm going to drag his black ass out of here one way or another. I'm going to get something to stick. I'm just so sick of the inadequacies of these people. And if I have to get one more complaint from one more Jew in this community, I'm going to join the other side. You know, I seriously don't understand why I have to constantly put up with these dumbasses here every day. Between these ungrateful black kids who can't test their way out of a paper bag, or these teachers who don't get it, how hard is it to get these students to meet their grade level expectations? Lawrence and Ravenel should have never been hired. And don't let me get started on DJ. I'm going to drag his black ass out of here one way or another. I'm going to get something to stick. I'm just so sick of the inadequacies of these people. And if I have to get one more complaint from one more Jew in this community, I'm going to join the other side.
Now, thankfully, it was proven to be false. He was arrested as he should be, and apparently he was charged with stalking, theft, disruption of school operations, and retaliation against a witness. So I don't know if that last thing is because he did something after the fact when he got caught, but I assume the stalking is because you can't really get an AI voiceover without recording someone's voice a lot to give it like something to learn from so that way it can actually speak like that person. So I'm guessing that that's where that comes from. I don't know where the theft comes from, but it's just crazy that somebody would do this. And it seems like the reason that he did it is because his contract wasn't going to be renewed the next year because of some shit that was going on where he mishandled money and they were at odds over some different things with his work performance. He was upset because they fired a coach without his approval. And so him and this guy had some back and forth, and he thought, you know what? I'm going to utilize this AI voiceover stuff and I'm going to try to get him fired by making him sound racist. It's just, that's the scary part to me, is that we're going down a path where, yes, right now the FBI got involved. They determined that it was fake, but it doesn't even seem like they were 100% certain. They just said that it kind of sounds faulty. And that's because this shit is still in the baby step era. Once this AI voiceover shit is perfected, like, what are we going to do? Like, I feel like this is going to be a problem because this isn't like a big artist being used to create a song and pretend it's them. Which again, I think is a problem, and I think in the long run is going to be bad for the music industry, but this is an everyday person who potentially could lose their job because if this didn't get escalated to the FBI, they may have never determined it was fake. And he might be fired for something that he never did. And his whole community is going to look at him a certain way when that's not who he is. Like, it's kind of scary. And this is just one way that it can kind of go wrong. You could also have people doing this where they convince someone that they're a family member and get you to send money. Or on a way crazier scale, it could be used politically. It could be used against us to try to get us to vote for the right person, or it could be used to try to start a war with another country. Like, imagine if Russia suddenly thinks that our government said something that they didn't with a deep fake and AI voiceover, and it seems real. And so they start gearing up. And so we see that and we start gearing up. Like, I just feel like I just feel like we're moving in the wrong direction. Like, we're going down a bad path. I do think that AI is good in a lot of different ways. Like, I've seen that it's been used medically. I've seen that it can help you get through and solve different issues and stuff like that. That is good. That's the beautiful part of it. But just like everything we make technologically, there usually seems to be another side to it. And this other side is the AI voiceover and the deepfake stuff, because I don't see a true benefit for deepfake and the AI voice stuff aside from like, I honestly, I can't even think of a single good thing. I just think it all seems to be just bad shit that can come from it. Just you use it to try to steal from people, to trick people. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see like, oh, in this one situation, if you fake to be this person, this is a good thing that would come from it. Like, I can't think of anything, but again, that's like anything technologically that we do, there tends to be that negative side of it. I just feel like this negative side is like a really bad negative side. And I'm scared for where we're going to be 10, 20, 30 years from now. It just doesn't seem like it's going to be good unless somehow we develop some kind of software that can detect it. But I feel like it's going to be the same as everything else in life when it comes to hackers. Like you make antivirus software that can stop certain things and then they find a way to get over it. And then it's a back and forth battle to try to stop them. The same with cheating in video games. They make an anti-cheat software. It stops all the cheats, but then eventually they come up with something that bypasses the cheat software and then they have to upgrade and back and forth. And I feel like it's going to be the same with the AI voice shit. They'll find something that detects it, but then they'll probably find some way to make it even more perfected because whatever it is that they're detecting in it that tells them, they just got to find a way to fix that, right? And so, I mean, I could be wrong. Like maybe there's a limit to it and you won't be able to overcome it at a certain point, but I guess until we get there, we don't 100% know. So I don't know. This ain't a very long video. I just saw this and I thought this was absolutely crazy. And I can't imagine why this man, I mean, I guess I can imagine why, like, because he thinks I'm going to lose my job next year anyway. They're not going to renew my contract. So I'm going to take a shot in the dark. But now, not only are you arrested, you're going to get fined. I don't think anything he got arrested for is going to lead to time. But anytime you go to get a job now, this is what they're going to see. They're going to see that you tried to make the boss look racist because things weren't going in your favor. And nobody's going to want to hire somebody like that. Like why? Like right? Like what if me and you don't get along, and then you're gonna try to make me look that way? And what if the software gets better or the FBI doesn't get involved and everybody believes it? So it's just like that was a big life risk right there, in my opinion, for this man. But I guess we do what we do sometimes. Let me know what you guys think down below. Just wanted to talk about this really quickly because it seems kind of interesting and scary and all sorts of things. But I'll catch you in the next one, homies.